guys, it's been not too long after the fall of the Khazarian Empire. I'm just getting back into it, and we're going through it, and we're just gonna see what happens. As you can see, this guy is still alive, though I really want to screw him over. That's probably not gonna happen because of, obviously, territory and things like that. I mean, he's pretty old anyway, so he's probably gonna die soon. And we're just gonna see what happens, but this is... We're gonna get through this, we're pushing. I'm already starting to try and form the Kingdom of Jerusalem. I'm just waiting for this little turd to... finally be able to accept vassalizing underneath me, and then we'll just push on through. I'll see you guys later. Well, Genghis Khan has been born. He's not the first to make that threat, but word has reached me that a new leader has risen among the barbarian tribes in the distant steppes. This Kagan Temujin has declared himself the ruler of the universe, the Genghis Khan, and has sworn to conquer the entire world. He is not the first to make that threat, but the story goes that the Kongan rides at the head of a horde of invincible horsemen that cannot be killed. I doubt he'll get very far. Any county occupied by the Mongols will lose a large portion of its development. Oh, crap. Where is he? Wow, he is literally tiny. And he's fighting, and he's already... Wow, the Mongol invasion. How large is this? 33,000? Holy crap. How exactly would that war go? I'm curious now. Is he just gonna straight up occupy, or is he just gonna, like, take territory? Yeah, I guess we'll see exactly what happens with the Mongol Empire, and we'll just go from there. I'll be honest, I've never made it this far in a CK3 game. I've been to the end of Hoi 4. This was for this mega campaign, this is the very first time I've actually gone through Imperator. Like, beginning to end, quote unquote, in a way. I've never gone all the way through a CK3. And I've never gone through an EU4. I've been through Vicky, Hoi, and Imperator. Those are the only ones I've actually made it to the end of. I've never even made it to the end of a Stellaris game before. And now I have to actually try and do that myself. For the first time. For all of it. And I have to survive until then. And that's all I've been trying to do. Trying to make this as, not realistic as possible, but as close to humanly possible / realistic-esque. I mean, heck, when I get to Stellaris one, I'm going to be trying to look up the closest settings I can to a real type of galaxy of what our galaxy is, so that I can do it correctly and make it where it's actually unique in a way, and so forth, and just go from there. So, we'll see what happens. I'm very curious on how the Mongol Empire is going to grow. Won't surprise me if they take over this. I'm surprised they started there. I thought they would start down here. But now that I think about it, Mongolia is... like way deep over here or something like that, so here we go. I don't know how this happened, but the Mongol Empire has now grown in size, almost the gods of my forgiveness. Yeah, they've basically grown in size. Like, they went from a tiny little nation right here to just being this to that. Is what I said. Probably less than a month or so. I think I can look at his history. Let's see. Married, yes. Became friends, yes. February. Began the invasion. February to August. Yeah, so from February to fucking August, he defeated them. He only started with 33,000. He's at 37,000 now. This is a threat. This isn't a threat that's gonna go away either. This is gonna be a threat where I will have no choice but to build up my military and hope I get it up in time. So this is going to be a very interesting game because of how this goes, he will win. And he will expand all the way to me. I don't know how fast, I don't know, or how slow. I'm waiting for him to take the... Oh, there it is. They're going after Khotan. So we're just gonna see what happens. And if he gets to me within the next 20 to 30 years or something like that, I will literally have no choice but to use all my vassals at my disposal, gain ally. Back to having, in fact, getting everyone as allies right now may not be a bad idea. Grandson, yep, that's perfect. Why can I not? Fuck. How old are you? You're not dying yet. It's gonna be a minute then. Yeah, no, I need allies. Tell my kingdom. Hit. You don't have an heir yet. Do you have an heir? Yes, you do. You don't have anyone. Hey, what about my son? Nope, that won't work. Okay, that will work. Let's try with my son. No one there. Daughter, no one. Okay, so that's already out of the question. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to find allies to prepare for that fight, because I'm gonna need all the ones that I can get. Heck, maybe getting the Caucasus on my side will probably wouldn't be a bad idea. They're at 14,000 troops, and this will allow me to enter the war early so I can knock them back. Hopefully, maybe, please. I don't want to deal with the Mongols. They're already a big threat, and I can tell they are. So this will be... We're just gonna see... I don't know. I don't want to fight them. We'll go on from there. So the Mongol Empire has expanded a lot more than I thought it would, and it's still expanding. It's going after Transsoxnia next, so that thing is almost halfway here. And it's only been... When did you start? When did the Mongol Empire get formed? I don't even know. 1215. It's only been 4 years, and he's already expanded this much in 4 years. It took me 55 years, but then again, that's Imperator. It took me 55 years just to conquer the Italian peninsula. That's nuts to think about, that someone did that themselves. I just changed the rules, so now I have the Prague Primogenitura law, so my oldest child inherits my titles now, which is Caesarea Hera. I don't know why it's him, it should actually be her, but I guess it's because she's an adventurer. Born sickly, so my granddaughter's probably gonna die. That sucks. My grandson is over there. I'm waiting until 1227 for this. I can get myself more taxes, even though I'm doing pretty decent right now. Finally underneath $100,000. Took me a long time for that. But yeah, I don't like how this is going. They're literally pushing, and I think the war is going to be coming here sooner than even I expected. So we're going to see. Are you kidding me, dude? Alright, let's stop your vassal war. I'm trying to not go to war. I don't want to expand. I like the territory size that I'm at. Eventually I'll expand outward, but that will probably be either CK3 or Hawaii. Maybe even some at EU4, because obviously in EU4 I plan on exploring the world. I plan on having colonies, or at least attempted colonies, in America, Australia, southern regions of Africa, Panama, like all those little areas. Heck, if I can get over the bloody Asia, I'll do what I can there too. Just go on through. But I think I'm gonna leave this video here. We're gonna prepare for the war against the esteemed Mongol Empire eventually. I'm hoping that I'm powerful enough to at least fight them. That is literally what I'm just hoping for right now, is that I'm powerful enough to fight them. Heck, they're probably close enough that I can probably... Nope, not yet. What about you? Can I interact with you? Nope, too far. Of course. Everyone speaks Latin in some way, shape, or form. Hey, I guess learn Norse, eh? Learn North, I already know that one. I know a decent amount of languages right now. I know two. Technically I know three because of Latin, but I know Scythian and Arabic out of the 9 foreign languages I can learn. Yeah, I'm trying to finish up conquering the Kingdom of Jerusalem, so we're just screw it. I can show y'all this. Go ahead and march over here. Now fall. 7%, yay. So this was the Kingdom of Arabia, but something happened over here and it kind of like blew up. So I didn't even see it happen, so I have no clue when it actually did. Maybe I can find out through this. Title 1163, 1165. Is that what it happened? Guess. I remember all. No, yeah. I have it a lot more recently then. Because if I'm right, where's your other title? Where's the title of Arabia? Hang on. Destroyed in 1217. Inherited 1195. So it has to happen between 1195 and 1217. I just don't know when exactly. Why was it not inherited between the 3 years? Or, no, that's when he inherited. So he must have died. How'd he die? He died from smallpox. That's why his son inherited so early. Oh, so it's pretty much exactly how it kind of went for me, except for me, it was my grandmother committed suicide. Oh, I didn't realize my mother was murdered. That kind of sucks. Died from his wounds, yeah. Wait, what wounds? Whatever. But yeah, as we get, I didn't have any siblings. Oh, so this is pretty much exactly what I wanted. I've had 3 victors of the Great War. Myself, my current character, I think it was my grandmother who was one of the other victors. No, my grandmother didn't do it. It was my grandfather who was a victor of the Great War. And my great-grandmother who was victor of the Great War. So we've had 3 Great Wars go on. The first one against the Makriv Empire ended that in, give me a second while I bring up the paper, because I have it right here. Great Roman Indian War ended that in about 2 years. So from 1125 to 1127. The next Great War was the Roman Indian War. That lasted from 1158 to 1163. That was about 4 years. That one actually had a lot of battles. The largest battle being fought in the final year. It was actually the final battle in 1163, the Battle of Bataan in Arabia, which is like somewhere over here, I think. Bataan. It's like the town of Bataan. Badak, Hale, Jabba, Tuz, Ijar, Rama, I know it's here somewhere. There. So this is where the final battle took place, literally in the middle of the desert. Final Battle of Bataan was fought in 1163 against the Indian forces, close to 80,000 to 120,000 Shriviators, which is actually like the Knights of India. I just thought it was appropriate to name all their soldiers that, versus 150,000 to 190,000 legionnaires of Rome, basically the levies and knights and everything else. Battle was one of the longest of the war, lasting from February of 1163 to July of 1163, ending in a Roman victory and officially ending the Great Roman Indian War, shattering the Empire of India, or known in the game, the Empire of Pandaea. And then after that was the in 1209 to 1212, so almost, what is that, 63 to 1209. 1209 minus 1163. So about 46 years later, Imperatrix Postuma Hodgson of the Draken Dynasty declared war against the Khazarian Empire to finally shatter the destroy threat that existed since the Imperial War Legacy over 150 years ago in 1067. That was the war against the Eastern Roman Empire, the Byzantine Empire, if you want to call it that or whatever. And that lasted for 3 years, to 1212 AD-CE, with the final victory being at the Siege of Atil, which was its capital, officially ending the empire and the war in February of 1212 CE. Then I just had a rebellion, not even too long ago, less than a couple months now actually. 17 months is how long the rebellion lasted, and it was the, as I call it, Spoleto Rebellion, because it was the Duchy of Spoleto trying to take over a throne that didn't rightfully belong to them. And I just changed the law, so now all my heirs will inherit, or my player heir will now be my oldest child instead, which is honestly great. Makes it so much easier for me. Why do you hate me? You literally just like me. Whatever. I don't care. So, but that just happened. I'm actually going to be going back through and changing some of the quote-unquote civil wars to rebellion categories because they weren't as massive as like half the empire or something like that in order to form a true civil war. Like, what was it? It was just before the Great Roman Khazarian War. The Greek Rebellion, the imperial province of Thessalonica in Greece, and northern Italy have declared open rebellion to try and diminish the authority of the imperial throne. Any who side with them willingly are declared traitors and will be stripped of their titles and executed, banished, or life imprisonment. The Battle of Orvieto in northern Italy was first battle of the rebellion, ending in a loyalist victory. This literally lasted only like 17 months or something like that, so it didn't really last too long. The siege of Modena ended the Greek rebellion, forcing itself to fall into disarray as its northern Italian ally was forced to surrender, with Thessalonica quickly following suit with the siege of Constantinople and the start of the year in 1197. Yeah, 1197 CE. Then the Great War, and then the Spoleto Rebellion, which we just finished and just fought, and now we're dealing with this. Now, obviously, I'm not recording every single war. I don't have this war under my control right now because that's kind of stupid. That's kind of stupid. I don't need very minor wars like this or recovering imperial provinces or something like that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go into the deep detail of the history. That's what the, time-lapse videos are going to be for. So with the repeat history of this, it's going to be a time-lapse history repeat of this and going through it and everything. I'm hoping I can do a debug menu to see a history of the video of it repeating itself. If not, I'll just play it until 1453 and then just record that at the very end or whatever. Like, I'll keep this one going, but I'll convert a save over to 1444 and just go from there. Because it's now 1219. I need to reach 1444 minus 1219. So I have 225 more years to go. But I want to thank you guys all for watching. This will be an amazing time as much as I have. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Have fun, play games, they can do strategy quickly.